What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. This is Opinionated, Little Nosy Ass or whatever, back to give my thoughts and my opinions on some shit that just came out, y'all. Now, I know regular YouTubers do make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you can get notified. But I'm not really gonna stress all that because it makes me happy to see that you guys even stop by to watch, and it even makes me happier when you guys also give me your thoughts and your opinions. Even if you agree, disagree, I still am thankful that you decided to stop by to see little old me from North Carolina and hear what I got to say. Most YouTubers would be like, she's up there happy about 150 people watching her shit. To a standard regular YouTuber, yeah, that ain't nothing. But to me, who just really decided to come up here and start talking about my opinions and thoughts on things, it means a lot because, I just really came started on here. Anyways, before I get into it, I want to say thank you, J. Michael, for stopping by, even stopping by to check out my video. I appreciated that a lot. And you even commented and, agree with some of my viewpoints. So, I really appreciate that. So, guys, I know y'all seen the shit that has came out. That recording that Erica played at the beginning and then her video throughout. Now, guys, once again, I have stated that she is playing a dangerous game here. She's playing it dangerous, and sometimes people keep nitpicking and doing shit. They're going to eventually get what they are asking for. Now, I am, I'm not going to judge. If she wants to put out, her story, tell what she went through, okay, that's fine. Everyone's entitled to give their insight and freedom of speech. But you also have a history of when you mad, angry, bitter, you tend to put stuff out to bash people, to try to save your own ass. That is what I think. Now, some people, you can't sit up there and play with certain people like that. Now, I haven't looked up public records. We don't know what Cryer went to jail for or anything like that, but he did say he was in the street and had street ties. You know what I'm saying? Some people change, but at the end of the day, you still don't play with people because you never know what they can spark back up out of them. Like, think about that Louisiana. Like, this is the thing with men and women. Like the Louisiana situation when the girl got killed on live stream, which was, oh God, that was, awfully sad. But at the same time, these men or women sit up here and mess with these people on the side or whatever, or not even that, not even side piece or anything like that. They get with someone, and then when the person breaks it off and they move on and they got rid of that bad apple, they got that monkey off their back, the bad omens circulating around them, and they feel that peace and they're happy, they're smiling again, they got a glow. The ex or the person or side piece or whatever sits up there and don't like that. They get angry, they get bitter because you don't want them. You're not chasing after them anymore. You moving on with your life, smiling, having fun, taking trips, etc. And that person, next thing you know, they start making posts. They start tarnishing your name. And then sometimes what happens, the new person is like, oh man, I didn't know you had all this drama going on. I can't do it. That person will leave. And what happens? That person feels like they lost it all. They had just when they thought they had everything going for themselves. And that's when they seek revenge, but it's not any ordinary revenge, that revenge can lead up to being deadly. That's why you have to be careful. And before I give more insight, I'm gonna share my personal story where my grandma told me I was playing a dangerous game, but in the end, you know, nothing, happened, serious. So, I was with my ex for a few years, and like when he get mad, he would sit up there and would break up and then go try to talk to someone else and all that. So he tricked my mind, like, cuz I remember being vulnerable, gullible, just like Erica. And he kept playing with my mind because he knew I loved him, he knew I cared about him. And you know left me. I took him back. And then when I took him back, because you know how someone will use you to get what they want, and then they try to sit up there and break it off with you. Well, that's what he did. And then had the nerve to say he didn't want to be with me anymore, and asked him if I could take him to the bus station so he can leave and go be with somebody else. So you know what I did? I said, okay, yeah, I'll do it. I was pretending. He was like, yeah, we gonna be real good friends and all that. I'm like, yeah, we are. So once it was that day, I asked him, I said, let's go play the little internet sweepstake games one last time. So, and he also had the phone that I bought him. So I was trying to get that phone and act like my phone was dead, but he won't going for that. But I realized I had all his shit because he was going to go live up there. So he had almost all his shit in my car, and we was 40 was like 30, 20 miles from the bus station. What I did, I said, well, let me go see if I can get my charger and if they'll let me plug it up. I got in the fucking car, took off, left him there, threw all his shit out, all of it at this church. I set everything out at a church and I kept going. So he started calling my family, calling everyone, saying I took his stuff, and I was like, what stuff? Because I ain't had no evidence. I said, what stuff? And my grandma was like, you're playing a dangerous game. People get hurt behind stuff like this. Just move on. I said, yeah, I am moved on. But you're not gonna sit up there and do me like that. Now knowing back then in my early 20s, that's childish. Most people be like, you know what, okay, go on. I'm not gonna stop you. There's plenty more fish in the sea. But at that time, you dumb, you're young, you're in love, and you know you don't want nobody playing with your feelings. You can't play with people, feelings, or sit up there and try to go out and do things that's gonna feel like it's gonna hurt them. So, anyways, back to the topic. She plays this clip at the beginning, and it shows them arguing back and forth. And whoo boy, when he is mad, do y'all hear how he sounds? Like it's like he can't stand that girl. Get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out. And like Jesus. And then I'm holding your son. You gonna kick me out? Holding your son. And I'm surprised she didn't kick me out. I'm surprised she didn't laugh. And that's not being funny, but she takes certain serious situations and crack about it. Like some things is, I know it's probably like a little nervous tactic for her, but kind of grow out of that. Anyways, so we hear that clip, and then she goes into saying that he is the one that has put his hands on her. Now, I don't know if you guys kept up with Cryer's relationship timeline sort of thing, but now I'm not saying I believe her. I don't know who to believe at this point because it's too much shit that's coming out and too much shit that's going on. But do you guys remember when he was with D. Laurie and they broke up, and D. Laurie and her sister also, I don't know if you guys know about that or had came across the sister video because it's still up, but Laurie came out with her video stating that he ripped her chain off her neck when I guess that she wanted to go or something like that. He pushed her or shoved her against the wall. And then the sister was saying, Oh, yeah, he is not a good man at all. He is basically different off the camera, and that when she was trying to come down there, well, she did come down there, but when she was visiting her sister, he said she can't stay here, being bossy, being demanding. And she was like, and the apartment is in my sister's name because he's a felon, you know? I mean, now the sister was saying how he was acting, and then Erica is putting out her input. Plus, we seen an old recording before when he put her out. But see, I also don't know, the situation with D. Laurie is different, and Erica is different because we know Erica to put out a recording before, and like I stated, after the shit she done to J. Michael, tried to start something between him and Cryer and his wife. Who does shit like that? Now, what if a relationship was to really get ruined over some shit like that? Cause some relationships do. Well, anyways, with her situation, we don't know if she provokes someone, and then once she get that reaction at the poking him and poking him and poking him, then she goes out. Let me record it. Let me record it. So when I do my videos, I got my receipts, and I can make him seem like he's this. We don't know. But with D. Laurie saying that, and then the sister saying he didn't want her over there, and all that, you kind of be like, kind of stuck here. I don't, I don't know, because I feel like, for one is trying to ruin the image, one is still bitter. Because if you think about it, I think both of them are still taking jabs at each other, because they messed around for a whole calendar year, for how high school relationships are, like you with them for the first semester and second semester. You didn't know it would last this long, because prior relationships don't usually last long, and this one lasted, kind of. Well, it won't long, but it lasted long enough. So, you know, we wouldn't. It's kind of, tricky here to know what to go off of. But when you hear something like that, and you also hear someone else say it, you kind of get stuck. But if you guys didn't notice, or, haven't seen it yet, Crier also made a post stating that why would he lie? How would he know where it came from? And that some lady named Janelle was at the house at the same time she was. I don't know if he's trying to say it's a witness to that. Then he said he has recordings when she called him and Latoya, which, he's going to include her because he's trying to do this family orient thing, saying that she called in fear of her life, and he's got proof of text messages. And that's where I said this shit can, shit is getting dangerous, and, it's becoming, some people will sit up there and get what they are asking for. So he says he got his own receipts too. She says she has 10 videos coming, and that we need to either, screenshot them or screen record or download them, because he is signed to this company to where he can try to get the videos taken down. Now, I do believe he threatened her with her channel. I see it in him. He feels like he got this arrogance about him now, for what I don't know why. Because you need to be humble, because just like that YouTube is here, that YouTube can go. What if YouTube just stopped out of nowhere and then people have to find another way of income? What if someone buys it but they change their rules? Or what if you get your 3 strikes and then you're demonetized? You can't sit up there and, some people need to cherish stuff, because sometimes God will sit up there and put you to a test, Well, like I was saying, Lord, I get off topic, but as usual, I get back to the topic. Well, Cryer got this little arrogance in him, so I do believe that he would try to get her shut down, because he feels like, and I'm just gonna state this, and this is my opinion, and I stand on it, because If you guys know the patterns, you would see for yourself. I don't care what no one say. Cryer didn't get that 500,000 subs without his son Damion. If it weren't for those series, he would not have that many subscribers. I paid attention to when they did both. When the Prince family mentioned their dad, and then the dad came out, and then this is what killed me with Cryer. I mean, I know you want to make your money, but it's greed. And then it comes to the point where you don't want to watch it. Cryer sits up there, the Prince family will come out with a video. What Cryer do, and this would be the time Darion is down there. Seems to be the only time when he care is when he can have him for a reaction video. But why you ain't reacting to the flicks? I done seen it, and y'all, I find myself sitting up there doing the little dance because it's kind of catchy. He got 20 something thousand views, and that's good for him. But I see Cryer reacting to everything with the Prince family. What Cryer do is sit up there. They come out with the Prince family. My brother likes my wife, and then next thing you know, the Cryer family reacts to the Prince family. My brother loves my wife. Then next thing you know, father and son react to my wife, my brother love my wife, some shit. Then next thing you know, the Cryer family and Mia, like, come on. Then the dog reacting. I mean, Jesus, he got everybody reacting, and he'll sit there like, how much can you really say about the damn video? I mean, each time, like, come on now. And I just think that is just that's greedy, but he'll do that. But why won't the Cryer family react to Darion's video flicks? The Cryer family and Latoya react, or the Cryer family and the dog Mia react. Like, come on, why you don't do it that way as well? You're still going to get your views, but everyone has their opinion on that. But like I say, I stand on my opinion where I think all his subscribers, not all, but majority of that half mil came from those series. Because when people was going back and forth, they was subbing. You watch the subscriber count go up, you watch the views go up. He got views in the millions because of the series with the Prince family. But you ever notice when he does video by himself, the numbers don't equal up to the count? Because why? They love the drama. When he was doing those mukbangs and just repeating himself throughout the years, talking about the same shit, you see he don't get that much views. It'd be like 10K or 9,000. It might have went up now because he have a little bit more subscribers. But you notice if he get Darion down there, or he do a series, or he get a female, it shoots up. So I'm just putting that out there. So back to the story. I do think Cryer and Erica be doing things going tick for tack at each other. And the reason why I say that is because if you watch the videos, you could pay attention to the jabs. Cryer, he would sit up there, he'll have Latoya, and then he like, well, no woman has ever made me, fit this and that. You're the only woman, this and that. And I noticed Cryer have the same sayings that he says to these women that he never been through or did. And I think it's just his manipulation, or kind of like Matt Daddy talk to them, because even though the videos are deleted on his channel, some of the similar things he said to Latoya, he said to those two other women. Because I noticed, I'm like, damn, he said that to whatchamacallit, he said it to D, he said that to Erica. But you stayed up here and say you ain't never had no woman to care for you or do anything like that. And I feel J. Michael when, he said he ain't had no woman to ever make him feel like that, but her and care for him and all that. You was married for a long time. Just because it didn't end the way you wanted it to, don't sit up there and discredit someone. Because you said you were saying the same thing to those two other women, but you trying to make this woman feel like she is just the only one that did everything. Like, this is your very first girlfriend. Like, come on. I never had no one, this and that. Come on, Cryer. You've been through a lot in your lifetime. And that video you made the other day, talking about that you have all your kids was the same age, all born in the same year, all 29, all born in the same year. That's 3 different women. Your ass got out there. Well, anyways, so like I said, they do go tit for tat. He'll get with Latoya and he'll say, guys, make sure you find someone that completes you, make you happy. Guys, don't ever get someone who's childish and when you guys break it off, they go sit up there and make posts or this about you, trying to ruin your name and your image. Get someone that's gonna love you, and then she'll sit up there and be like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I can't stand that eyes back. Oh God, I can't stand that shit when she get up there and do that eyes back. Girl, come up with another greeting. I just can't stand it for some reason. But she'll go up there and low key agree, and then what Erica do? She'll come back, but she'll use Dion. Yeah, y'all, Dion, he loves the Mucker family, and Dion calls the Mucker family Dada, and it's just so cute, guys. Y'all should have seen it. Like you can't, like, girl, it's that's one thing you can't do. You're using that that man's child to throw shots back. Like, just let him throw his shots. Don't even feed into it. But you guys have been doing shit tit for tat, and now it has came to this point to where now I don't know if he gonna shut you down with his receipts because he got it, or if you're gonna be, shutting him down. But either or, some shit is gonna get put out there, and I just hope, Erica, that while you're doing all this, that you do have some fact and truth to what you're saying. Because if Crier comes out with the video, well, with the recording of the phone call and show messages and know it's you, because we'll be able to tell if it was you or if it's some made up shit, because some people do go out there and try to come up with some fake text and all that to save their image. But that recording of your voice, you can't fake that. So, I just hope what you're putting out there is true fact, and that you're not just doing this because he has moved on and he is happy.